What's up? It's Elisa. This is going to be my vision board for the TFTP 185 class. This is the idea that I have that pertains to the three goals that I want to achieve by the end of the year. So those three goals would be being confident in knowing what my career niche is, create a positive image to my name and just like a reputable, image, and three, throwing myself out there more. So these are the questions that I had asked myself in order to assess like what path or what, action, course of action I should take to achieve these goals. So first one being, what are some positions I should consider looking into? What should be rolled out? How will I maintain self-discipline regarding my goals daily? What action should I take that will launch me outside of my comfort zone? And what are the first steps I should take in building a reputable image? So, to assess the first goal, which would be being confident in knowing my career niche, the three actions that I would want to take forth to like try to achieve that would be trying out acting or being in front of a camera, make a short film or direct a short film, and also try to be part of a film crew. So I've included these images of like the soundstage, the behind the scenes of like a film set, and the little director board. I want to try to launch myself doing this. It might not come out perfect, it might not be great, but if I do find myself enjoying what I'm doing rather than, having it feel like a chore, I feel like a lot of the things that I've done, like editing or just doing cinematography, have felt more like a chore than like something I want to do. It's just it would be a better option for me to just, roll out what works, roll out what doesn't. And then for the second goal, which would be creating a positive image to my name, I included being consistent and showing up for myself every day, build and maintain important connections from networking, and an actual like step that I could take right now would be like take my like modeling more serious. I do it on the side. However, I feel like if I did take it a little more seriously, all right, we're back. The Zoom had cut me off at the 2-minute mark. But as I was saying, for modeling, I feel like if I did try to take it more seriously, I would be able to be like assess like the basics, like the soft skills, the hard skills and stuff, and actually like be good at like creating the connections, between like, photographers and like other models and stuff. I could apply those skills that I learned to my future in like the film industry that I want to take forth. And what's the other one? Oh yeah, building and maintaining important connections. I feel like I do a pretty good job at socializing. However, I just need to learn how to maintain those connections because they could be beneficial to my future. And just being consistent, I need to just remain like disciplined, stand out, like don't be afraid to take space. I feel like that's also something that throws me off because I get a bit intimidated. So I just like, slack off, but that's not the way it should be. I am trying to change that. And as for my third goal, which would be throwing myself out there more, kind of pertaining to like, don't be afraid to stand out. The three courses of action that I would take would be stop thinking and start doing, rejection therapy, and go for every opportunity that I've prepared for that comes my way. So I have like a thing that I'm currently working on where I just like kind of avoid anything that could like lead me to face potential rejection. I feel like I need to just learn to take more risks. The worst they could say is no. And every rejection is redirection. So regardless, I should be fine. Stop thinking and start doing. I just need to start taking more action, which I think I've been doing a pretty good job at, but there's always room for improvement. I will evolve until I die. And just going for every opportunity that comes my way, I feel like that's like a pretty good way to start taking the risk, take that initiative and just continue forth with whatever comes. But yeah, this is my vision board. I hope you enjoyed.